You said you went to Workbench Con by yourself and you didn't know anybody or anything like that. I had a similar experience where I went somewhere where a bunch of these same people were at. I didn't know if I belonged in the crowd. I didn't know if I even need to do this or whatever. Can you just like state what it meant, like in a little bit more depth of going there and now you know you belong and how much that helps your confidence and what you're doing in your direction?
Yes. So yeah, when I first got there, you know, they already had those like little groups of people. People knew each other, and then I remember seeing this one person. I was like, "You look like it's your first time too." And we started talking, and then I obviously knew Jess Crow because her face is all over, not her face, her name is all over the epoxy I use. And I'm like, I know Jess. I'm like, that's her over there. And then so he brought me over to her, and then she brought me over to some people in the Boston area. And that's where I first met Derek, Derek from Alden. So he's only like 25 minutes from me. And I met, Keith Johnson, and it just became this kind of like snowball of like, oh, she's from the Boston area, this and that. And like, oh, she works with epoxy. And I don't know, I like to say hi to everybody. So I think I was just like, hi, I'm Brittany. I think probably it's kind of funny. I think the best part about it is I didn't know anybody. I mean, like I didn't know anybody. So people who were like big wigs or you
didn't know they were.
Jumped in both feet.
That's probably better. That could be better.
There's two sides to that coin, right? So I think for one thing that I've taken from that is that people just want to be people, and then it comes to a point when a lot of people start to know you. You're kind of treated like you're more than a person. You're this celebrity. You're this person I see all the time. I know a lot about you, but you don't know me. And I think maybe just like being the authenticity of like sharing a conversation with somebody instead of being like, oh my gosh, you're so and so, blah blah blah. And of course, there was a couple who were like, "Do you know who I am? Do you know who I mean?" It was like little Ron Burgundy.
Got you.
Kind of a deal.
Kind of a big deal.
And I'm like, you are? That's so nice. Let me see. Or this is actually how I would find out that people were, I guess, a big deal. It's like, because everyone swaps handles, their social media handles. And I'm like, oh, here's my measly 1,300. And I see you're 100K. I was like, oh, you don't have to follow me. It's okay. Like, everyone was so down to earth. Like, no one made you feel like you're like this insignificant person. Like, I was very vocal of like, I'm a little fish in a big sea here. And then I think just staying in touch with these people and knowing people that are trying to do the same thing as you, as like they're having a social media presence, making content, creating something, either making or making artwork. Or there's something I think also about the creative mind, and people with the creative minds, when they find each other, they know. Like, oh, you're a little weird too.
Oh, yeah.
But
have you seen this group?
I wasn't saying anything, but
it probably was a blessing, because there was a bunch of people that I knew who they were, and I'm like, I don't want to bother them, but they're there to meet people. So I'm like, yeah.